Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a fall get ready with me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a makeup tutorial, a hair tutorial, or a fall lookbook, so I decided to combine all three in one video. Thanksgiving in Canada, so I decided to do a very fall cranberry Thanksgiving inspired smoky eye with a really nude lip, so I really hope that you guys enjoy this look. I'm also going to be showing you guys the hair that I did with this look, as well as the outfit that I'm wearing for tonight. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. Now without further ado, let's hop into it. I'm going to be starting out with the clean and bare face, and then I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Magique Lumi Primer, which is going to give me a beautiful radiant glow. Next, I'm going to be applying Maybelline's Babyskin Instant Pore Eraser Primer, warming it up between my fingers and then applying it mainly in my T-zone area. It's just going to fill in my pores and make sure my skin is super smooth and ready for foundation. I'm using my favorite foundation at the moment, which is L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation, and I'm going to be applying a bit of this on the back of my hand, then dotting it all over my face. Then I'm using a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to be blending this and pressing it into my skin. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in the color dark brown, and that's what I'm going to use to create a fuller eyebrow look. So I'm first going to start out by brushing all of my eyebrow hairs into the same direction. Then I'm going to lightly underline my eyebrows. Here, I'm just overlining the top of my eyebrow, kind of giving my eyebrows the shape that I want. Then I'm going to use a spoolie and kind of comb out the edges so that they're less sharp and a little bit more natural looking. Then I'm going to use some more of that Dipbrow pomade and fill in the empty blanks in the middle. Then I'm going to go back in with my spoolie and blend that out some more to give the most natural effect to the eyebrow. Now I'm going to use some MAC Prolongwear Concealer and kind of underline the eyebrow once again to give it a cleaner effect. To blend this concealer out, I'm going to be using a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to be buffing this concealer, and voila, that's the finished eyebrow look. I'm using the MAC Prolongwear Concealer to also prep my eyelids for some eyeshadow. Then I'm going to be using the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and setting my eyelids all the way up to my brow bone with a big fluffy blending brush. For today's look, I'm going to be using the Violet Voss Pro Palette in Holy Grail. And I'm going to be using the transition shade, and I'm going to be buffing this throughout my crease using a MAC 224 brush. Then to warm up the look, I'm going to be using this orange shade called Hashtag, and I'm going to be doing the same windshield wiper motions through my crease just to warm up the eyeshadow a bit. Using some good old Scotch tape, I'm going to be applying some to the outer edge of my eye to give it a nice and sharp defined edge once I remove it after I'm done my eyeshadow. Now using a dark wine color called Wine and Dine, I'm going to be applying this lower in my crease using a MAC 217 brush. Using this beautiful cranberry shimmery color called Cranberry Splash, I'm going to be applying this all over my eyelid. Then I'm using a darker shimmery color called Glamping, and I'm going to blend this through the outer V of my eye. Using brownie points and teddy bear, I'm going to be applying this once again on the outer V of my eye to darken up the look and give it a little bit more dimension. Then I'm using some highlighter and applying that to the inner corner of the eye as well as the brow bone. Now I'm peeling off the Scotch tape, and you can see it gives this perfectly defined edge, but I'm going to be using a big fluffy brush to take away all the fallout underneath my eyes. Now I'm going to use the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm going to be applying this in downwards triangles to highlight and conceal my eyes, as well as on the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Of course, we're going to blend this all out with a damp beauty blender. I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast, and I'm going to be cream contouring today. I'm applying some to my cheekbones, my temples, as well as my forehead, and blending this all out with the damp beauty blender once again. Once the concealer is all blended out, I'm going to be setting my under eyes using the Mercier translucent setting powder, and then I'm going to go in with 2 of the contouring shades in the Anastasia Pro Contouring Kit, and I'm going to be setting my contour with those shades. I'm using MAC's Fleur Power Blush and applying a little bit of that to the cheeks to tie the look together. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to be using the shade How You Doin' from the same palette, and I'm going to blend this on the bottom lash line using a very small eyeshadow brush. Then I'm also going to be using the shade Teddy Bear, and I'm only going to be applying this on the outer lower lash line, if that makes sense, to kind of give the eye a little bit more dimension and to make it a little bit smokier. Now I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara and applying a very thin layer. I wanted to add a bit more drama to the eyes since they're so bright and colorful, so I'm using the lashes called Misha by the brand Coco Lashes. And voila, here's the finished eye look. Now, of course, we can't forget about highlighter, so I'm going to be using my all-time favorite highlighter, which is MAC's Soft and Gentle, and I'm going to be applying this to the tops of my cheekbones, the tops of my eyebrows, my nose, as well as my Cupid's bow. That's the finished highlighted look. Now for the lips, I wanted to keep it super nude and neutral because the eyes are so bold and intense. So I'm using this NYX liquid lipstick, and since it was a little bit too nude for my liking, I'm going to be going in with my favorite gloss by Victoria's Secret to add a little bit of shine as well as pink tone to the lips. Now it's finally time for hair, so I'm going to be taking it out of its bun, and I'm going to be using my favorite brush. Now this is the wet brush. I use this brush for dry and wet hair, even though it's meant for wet hair. And I'm combing out all the tangles in my hair because I hate having tangles in my hair as I'm curling it. Now I'm using an elastic, and I'm going to be sectioning off my hair into 2 sections, tying off the top section into a bun. I wanted to achieve some very mermaid looking curls for this look, so I'm using the Bellami 6-in-1 curling wand with this very funky head. But the thing I love about this head is that every curl comes out differently, which gives it a very mermaid effect. I'm going to be holding it on the barrel for about 10 seconds, releasing the hair and then giving it a bit of a tug to make it a bit looser. Once you've curled both sections of your hair, it should come out looking a little something like this, but in my opinion, this is too clean and a little bit too neat for my liking. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna flip my head upside down once the curls are all cooled, and I'm gonna shake my hair out to give it a bit of a messier look. And voila, that's the finished hair and makeup look. That's it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I had so much fun playing around with some color today. That's something that I rarely do. I like to play more with, you know, my neutrals and my bronzy colors, but this was super fun to create for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any more videos to come.